And I can make sure you guys don't cross. Those ones who are there, Kata na ham gap. Kata na ham gap. Don't cross. Be there. Be there. Don't cross. Don't cross.
The new CID director, I think, knows the information we had. And there may be some other complications, especially when the killers are living abroad. But I think that does not stop us from exposing them, whatever the complications, or using any methods to get to them. Now, these killers in the end lose. I have been watching Uganda since 1960. By independence, our prematurely. We concentrate on two things. Number one, we continue the struggle. That's why we shout in our slogans, "A luta continua." This is a slogan we got from Mozambique, from Frelimo in Portuguese. The war goes on. So we continue. You remember 1973, those who are old enough, Idi Amin executed. One way of struggle is to continue the struggle. We lose people, but we continue. And they pay. They cause us loss, but we cause much more loss to them. Second thing we try to do, because you see, this killing is really very shallow. You kill, okay, but are you going to live forever yourself if you're also going to die? So if there is in your legal way, you call it what? Well, plenary. You have small meetings, then in the end you have the big one, where you all are. So if there is, I die, but in the end, in the plenary, we meet. Why did you kill me, you man? And the killing simply means you made me depart out. So these killers, when they kill our people, apart from we pursuing them, we also try to support their amafuzi. Amafuzi is the Nyankore word. Baganda bahita mlekwa. Baganda bahita bamlekwa. Support the orphans. So in the case of Kagezi, first, we have punished ADF. Because these fellows who killed her were from ADF. And you know what we have done with ADF. And we are not yet finished. We are really sending them where they sent Kagezi, in Congo. But also, we had to support her orphans. And I think those children are here. They can stand up and you. Because with the Banyankore, when you die, when you have left children, they know that you will continue. It is only when you die, when you are childless, that they use the word akatweka. His line was terminated. His lineage was terminated. But Kagezi, Taratwechire did not, her lineage was not terminated, and the children have grown up. So therefore, I would have to check again with the new regime of Magambo, what is happening with those killers, the direct killers. The bigger group, I am handling them in Congo. But there are particular ones who must be held accountable. Now, on the issue of the salary enhancement, all the public servants in Uganda will be enhanced. But the problem was that we were dealing with a collapsed economy, 1986. And in the last 37 years, we have had to do like 4 or 5 steps. Number one, minimum recovery. You remember the situation the way it was. The whole economy was informalized. It was magendo, smuggling, chibanda, of deal. But as the economy was recovering and growing, tax collection was also improving. And we could not pay more unless we collected more. Number 5 in those efforts was the infrastructure development. The roads, the electricity, the telephones, the railway, which we are trying to work on, the social infrastructure, hospitals and schools. So all those demands, that's why we had really to approach the issue of salaries carefully. Otherwise, in other countries where they make a mistake of failing to know what your Banyankore knew long ago, the Banyankore have a proverb which says, Gariembevo, Gashikere Kiteme. Somebody has kept seeds for planting. He comes, the rain starts, he has nothing to plant. So the teeth with which he ate the seeds now smile at the garden and say, what shall I plant here now? Like that. Whatever the pressure, I resist eating the seeds. Even when I'm dying, you will not make me eat the seeds. No, because I need to keep the seeds to plant. And this has been the struggle, Please, Mulindeko, wait. Let's plant. Because each season we are planting, we're harvesting more. Each year, we're harvesting more. The economy has gone from $1.5 billion, you can imagine, $1.5 billion. It is now about $50 billion. It has gone up 33 times since 1986. But I'm now insisting, and it is possible now it can jump to $500 billion. Because this $50 billion is mainly economy of raw materials, coffee, cotton, bananas, fruits. Now, if you add value, you process the coffee, the economy will go up more than 10 times. So where we are now, it is possible for this economy of yours to jump from 50 billion to 500 billion, just because the raw materials are there and the infrastructure is there. What is needed now is investment in adding value. It will jump, it will become a $500 billion economy instead of the way it is now. You will be approaching those countries which you keep talking about, South Korea, what have you. We can overtake them very quickly because we have everything. For them, they don't have what we have. For us, we have got all the raw materials, but we have also got now an educated population which has got education. We can really jump and become a modern country. So that's why let's eat something but keep seeds for planting. And I'm glad you are patient. Now you have seen, or the Wanyankole say, if your father annoys you, but you don't show him anger, when he's dying, he will bequeath you everything. But if you annoy him, he can curse you before. So I'm very happy that you are patient, and now you are beginning to see that we can really move. But move in stages. You remember I had a quarrel with the teachers. I said, with the little money we have, let us enhance first the science teachers. We are all teachers. I said, you who is just teaching, what happened? You know, Christopher Columbus went to America. Okay, thank you very much. You have informed me, but we need a doctor to treat somebody who is dying. Can you treat a doctor with Columbus? So if you cannot treat a doctor with Christopher Columbus, wait a bit. Let this one who can cure a dying person get something first. They said, oh, they were going to strike us. If you're going to strike, I'm going to do something to you. So I'm glad they listened, and the science people have been enhanced. We had to enhance the army people because those army people of yours have really defended your country for a long time. And these old men were retiring, these old generals, and I said it would be very bad for these old men to retire and they go in poverty in the villages when they have spent 40 years, 50 years defending the country. So we were able to do something for those army people. Then now, at the very beginning, when Chief Justice Sodoki was in charge, by the time of, I said no. Although we are all very hungry, you know, I am an expert in managing scarcity. If you have got scarcity in your home, you come and hire me. You'll say, I will help you. Scarcity of resources. Because in the bush, we had scarcity of food. But whatever little food we had to say, you give to the sentry. Sentry is the soldier who is on duty, who is guarding. We, the rest of us, can be hungry, and when you are hungry, you doze. Hunger is very good for dozing. If you want to doze, you keep hungry. So we would be dozing, but the one on central duty should be the one to get the food so that he's alert. When the enemy comes, he's the one to alert us. If you say we all become hungry democratically, you'll all die. So at the very beginning, I told His Lordship Benjamin Odoke, I said, although we are all hungry, but at least the judges, the ones who collaborate us, you know the way we call judges in our language, abalamuzi. Okulamula means to separate people who are quarreling. So I told Benjamin that although we are all hungry, but you, the balamuzi, you should not be as hungry as us. So that at least when we come quarreling before you are alert, you are able to say, you are that's how we started paying the judges 3-point-something million, that time, 1995, 96, when the president was getting 150,000 shillings. That was the salary of the president. But the judge was getting 3-point-something million. So we were very conscious of this, that because of those specific roles of peacemaking in society, although we are all hungry, but you get something first. For us, even if we are hungry, if the separator, the mulamuzi, is not hungry, there is some hope. Now, in that line, therefore, when we say the prosecutors and the government state attorneys go in the front of the queue to get something slightly more than the others, it is in that spirit of prioritizing who can give us the immediate, not that you are more important than others, but we need your contribution more urgently. Now, so recently, therefore, this issue of taxes came up. I said, mbaleke, you msolo mujireke. Say, you leave them, don't tax them. Don't tax them directly. Income tax. Then somebody tried to argue, but everybody must pay tax. I said, but the soldiers are not paying tax. And we know why they are not paying tax. The policemen are not paying tax. I think the judges also were not paying tax. Yes, the judges. So I said, what's the problem? These people are not so many. My daughter, Abodo, says you are only 300. And even if you expand and you become 800, we can. Uganda cannot collapse because some 800 people have not paid tax, have not paid income tax. So it's really just bad planning. So since these people are on the front line of fighting crime, let's finish with them. And the Munyankwe will say, Beremerwe. They fare on their own. They fare on their own. They don't use us as a pretext. But I said I know they will pay tax because I know some of them like a bottle of beer. So they're after quarreling you for nothing. Because once I give you some slightly more money, I know some of the judges, some of the lawyers, I don't know about the judges, but some of the lawyers, they like a bottle of beer, and I have conveniently put something on each bottle. So they will pay tax voluntarily. And then the cars you are talking about, they use fuel, and on every liter there is something. So after we are going to Akasete, and my daughters, the female prosecutors, bagara nyo to perfume, the same tax I would have got as income tax, or even more. So don't worry about it will be. I have already told the Minister of Finance that I insist on this. Let this join the category. Now, the laws of protecting the witnesses, I didn't know that this was a problem. So if it is a problem, the Attorney General, you should work on it, the laws to protect the witnesses. And the 900 million shillings for protecting the prosecutors, that is too low. We shall have to do something to enhance it. Now, on the numbers, we shall have again to go carefully. We are committed to the numbers, but when? The issue is the when. That's why I advised Jenna Bodo last year, the little money they had put in, they had wanted to recruit more numbers. I said, let the few who are there first be happy. Even if they are overworked, but let them be overworked when they are happy. And then we shall see how to lighten the burden slowly. So we are coming. Don't panic. It takes time, but the economy is growing. Now, our big problem now is corruption of public officials. This is the one which is slowing down our rate of growth. And I'm glad you are very harsh. Jenna Bodo said so. Those people must go to jail, must lose opportunities of leadership, but they must pay back everything they have stolen. So it's one of the brakes on the rate of growth. So I don't want to take the technique of prioritizing cases works. For instance, here, Jenna Bodo was saying, you advise us concentrate on murder, but I've got only one prosecutor. In my guerrilla planning, my guerrilla prioritization, I would agree that if you are to increase numbers, because she said she needed 10 prosecutors in the murder section. Yes, then let's agree that because we have prioritized murder, we have prioritized rape, we have prioritized maybe corruption, we have prioritized terrorism, then we can have more numbers there, full numbers. Because if you say 10, where some people plan badly, that's how we have managed to defend your country. Without too much money, we have been able to build the army, by emphasizing what is most needed. Like the barracks, we never concentrated on the barracks. You saw our soldiers staying in grass-thatched houses for a long time. Why? We had to emphasize weapons. Weapons. We didn't even deal with salary properly. But because we emphasized
all our former DPPs, and all our invited guests today, thank you so much for coming, and we appreciate it. We would like to thank the DPP, top management of the office of the DPP, our development partners, our keynote speaker, the moderator, and our discussants. Thank you so much. We would like also to thank Championship Child Care Ministries, the children who, and police band for providing us entertainment. Thank you so much. We also want to thank all our service providers, the ones who provided the tent, the music system, the screens, the hotel,